Mr. Musk, I wanted to ask quickly, Mr. Musk, is your eye okay? What happened to your eye? I noticed there's a bruise there.
Well, it wasn't. I wasn't anywhere near France, so.
What does that mean?
No, I didn't notice
about the First Lady of France.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, no, I was just horsing around with little X, and I said, "Go ahead, punch me in the face," and he did. It turns out even a 5-year-old punching you in the face actually does.
That was X that did.
Yeah.
X could do it. If you knew X,
I saw his mom right now. But I didn't really feel much at the time, and then I guess it bruises up. But I was just horsing around with the kids.
I didn't notice it actually.
I know.
Hello guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. What's going on? Please, if you're here and you can hear me, please let me know in the comments. Let me do a quick sound check because there's a lot to catch up on, there's a lot to touch on, and there's a lot to talk about today. Hello. Hold on, let me do a quick sound check. Who is here? Okay, you guys can hear me. So hi guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. What's going on? I'm Jade. If you're new here, please like this video and also share. So let's talk about the telenovela soap opera style drama currently taking place at the White House. Okay, over the weekend it was announced that Stephen Miller, one of Trump's top 8 guys, okay, the guys who drafted much of the Project 2025 and who's basically facilitating its success right now. So his wife basically is living with Musk. And a lot is being exposed. There's a lot of infighting going on in the Republican, in Trump's MAGA's White House, and things are so bad. So, yeah, she was, according to the story, okay, it's such a juicy story, and obviously everything is alleged. According to the story, Stephen Miller brought his wife to be liaison in between Elon Musk to keep an eye, essentially to keep an eye on Musk. There are also, just to make sure that he was maybe doing whatever it was that they wanted him to do. And in addition to all of that, allegedly, they were also, and by they, I mean Stephen Miller, his wife, Katie Miller, and Elon Musk, they were all involved in some type of throuple relationship. You know how you have couple relationship and then you have throuple relationship. So allegedly, Stephen Miller basically dangled his wife at Elon Musk because obviously Elon Musk has a reputation, and when you know. So anyways, now that Elon Musk is not having a good time, all of his awful policies has backfired. His popularity has dwindled. Approval rating is in the toilet. Okay. And now he realizes that he needs to leave and go and see how he can fix the damage that he did with regards to Tesla, his company, because now nobody is messing with Tesla anymore because of what he has done, because of what he and Trump did. And like I said before, whenever I have spoken about Elon Musk and how he's going to suffer more than Trump in terms of reputation, reputational damage and everything, the reason why that is really because Trump has nothing to lose. Okay? Trump has nothing to lose. Trump's entire net worth increased by 40% on account of being the president of the United States. Through corruption, he's been able to make money, make side deals. Countries who want to cuddle up to America, he's literally engaging in corruption for his own selfish interest. So he has nothing, but somebody like Elon Musk who wants to be taken seriously, who claim to have green energy, whatever at the core, he's the one who's going to suffer. Just in the few months that Trump has been president, he has lost hundreds of trillions of billions. He's lost hundreds of billions of dollars because of the things that he has done for Trump. So he's going to suffer it. And now he's bowing out, he's leaving, and now he's taking Stephen Miller's wife with him. And so it's been reported that the reason why he had this black eye is because allegedly he got into a fight with Stephen Miller. Like, he's been picking fights with members of Trump's cabinet. There has been report that there is always a shouting match. There is always a situation where he almost went to blow with one of Trump's 60-year-old members of cabinet. Another time he and Marco Rubio were screaming at each other, you know. And Stephen Miller, I guess, once he realized that, oh my gosh, this crazy cycle that I brought into my space is now going with my wife. They've been married since 2000. They've been married for 5 years. Stephen Miller and Katie Miller, they've been married for 5 years. They've been together since 2017. They met. She's a terrible human being, okay? She really allegedly drafted the family separation policy of Trump's first term. So Katie Miller is just as terrible as Stephen Miller. So I guess when it was time for Elon Musk to leave, she just had to think. She had a word with herself, and she's like, do I rather be with Musk, who's a billionaire who pays women to have children for him, or do I want to be with this guy who looks like he sleeps and wakes up in a coffin? I'm guessing that was not such a difficult decision for her to make, because clearly she chose Musk. And now she's going with Musk. And Elon and Stephen Miller has been granting interviews. He's been dishing information about Musk. There are reports that Musk used to walk around with like briefcase of medicines and all type of medicines, you know, that he's doped up most of the time, even though Musk had admitted to doing ketamine. There are reports that he was doing all types of drugs, both prescription, non-prescriptions, even the ones that he claims are prescription, he was abusing. So and they just let him do it, because why not? It was Trump that invited him over. So why not? So there are so many reports. Let me go ahead and share some of the stuff that has been reported. Okay. So let me go ahead and read this. This is something that I found on this person that I follow on Blue Sky. If you're not following me on Blue Sky, follow me. It's the same name. So her name is Gwen Snyder, is on Civil. So she posted, said, "Oh, I am not shit posting, folks. Stephen Miller, his wife, and Elon are wildly rumored to be a throuple." Stephen Miller and Elon Musk were rumored to be a throuple. Okay. And Miller's wife is leaving the Trump team to be with Musk, and literally, per the New York Times, and Stevie is angry. They actually put it in the paper on record that Stephen is angry. Like, he's not happy. Okay. He's not happy that this man that he was in a throuple relationship with, that he allowed into his space, is now walking away. Again, like I said, this looks like a very, very easy decision. This looks like it'll be an easy decision for his wife to make. Do I want to be with somebody who looks like that, or do I want to be with somebody who look like this? But at least he's a billionaire, okay, hundreds of times over. So yeah. Let me see. Wednesday, confirming Musk to be departing. I'm just looking at some of the information that I have. So yeah, it's crazy. And now it has been reported allegedly that Elon Musk and and Stephen Miller, they fought, and that's how he got the black eye. That people did not like him, like he was a pariah. And isn't it so sad? But again, this checks the fact that Musk will use his own child. It really tells you this is what he has done. That child has always been a shield. That child has been a human shield for as long as we have known them. That child has been a human shield. And even Trump doesn't. Even Trump cannot believe that that was the excuse that he used. That he threw his own son under the bus, his 5-year-old son. Even Trump cannot believe it. Like, if you listen to Trump's response, like,
Mr.
you will
Musk,
actually know that, wow, Trump is not Trump is looking at him like, are you for real, dude? You actually used your son. He basically said it was his son who punched him. He dared his son to punch him, and his son punched him. Look at the beginning when he was first asked the question, and he tried to like downplay it and bring up Emmanuel Macron and his wife's situation. Listen to the first thing that he said when he was asked about the black eye.
I wanted to ask quickly, Mr. Musk, what is your eye okay? What happened to your eye? I noticed there's a bruise there.
Well, it wasn't. I wasn't anywhere near France, so. But
What does that mean?
Okay, did you hear that? He said, I wasn't anywhere near France. Obviously, he was trying to like mock Brigitte Macron and Emmanuel Macron, and the video that went viral about Brigitte shoving Emmanuel Macron. But even the joke didn't land. There was a reporter asking, someone was on the background asking, what does that mean? Like, if you have to explain your joke before people can get it, then maybe you shouldn't be telling them. So yeah, that was a fail. That was a joke that failed. Number one.
I didn't notice his
First lady of France.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, no.
And Trump is just there saying, I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it. Oh my gosh. These are the people that are so morally bankrupt are the people that are in charge of America. Just let that sink in. These are the people, Trump and his president friend. Because Trump is not a president. He's not in charge.
I was just horsing around with little X, and I said, go ahead, punch me in the face, and he did. Turns out even a 5-year-old punching you in the face actually does.
That was X that did?
So he's saying that his son punched him in the face.
X could do it. If you knew X,
I
you
saw
could
his
do
mom
it.
right now.
Like, again, I'm not exactly sure if Trump actually knew what happened, who actually punched Elon Musk, but it is so obvious that Trump is trying to sell this. Trump is even trying to convince people that, oh, if you knew X, yeah, he could do it. If you knew X, he could. He doesn't need. Again, this is just an obvious example of them trying to like convince the rest of the world that what they're saying is true, whereas it's a lie. These are liars. Morally bankrupt people having trouble relationships, and one of them running away. Like, I don't even think that one fell in love. I think that one just saw the millions that she will most likely gain on account of, being with Musk, and she decided to take it.
I didn't really feel much at the time, and then I guess it bruises up. But I just horsing around with the kids.
I didn't notice it, actually.
He just keeps chiming in. Trump just keeps chiming in. I didn't notice it, actually. So yeah, these are the kind of people, the people who lie. Elon Musk will lie on his 5-year-old son. Again, for as long as we have known this man, he has used his own son as a human shield. And once again, right as he exits Doge, right as it exits the White House, at least on an official capacity, he's still using his own son as a human shield, because they cannot really tell the truth about what happened. And this is a man who has been antagonizing all members of Trump's cabinet. There are reports that he's always bullying people and shouting. He's had an issue with everyone, okay? And so yeah, and they cannot, and these people, they're so like, let me show you a video of Elon Musk looking like he was just like spazzing out. This is somebody that Trump put in charge of all your money, of your social security. This is somebody that he put in charge. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this man. He looks like he's in a different planet. He looks like he's in Mars. He looks like right now that he's in Mars already. Look at him.
Because we have the right to make grants. We're not going to make any grants like that. But I don't think Harvard's been acting very nicely. I think Columbia wants to get to the bottom of the problem. They've acted very well. And there are other institutions
Oh my
they're acting, but Harvard's trying to be a big...
Oh my goodness. Like, this is scary stuff. Let me just let this play one more time. This is somebody that was in charge of your social security. This is somebody that was in charge of the government, no, federal government. This is the same person who caught government workers, like caused a lot of people to lose their jobs. This one right here, take a look at this.
Well, it's a very sad case. It's a case we win. We can't lose that case because we have the right to make grants. We're not going to make any grants like that. But I don't think Harvard's been acting very nicely. I think Columbia wants to get to the bottom of the problem. They've acted very well. And there are other institutions too that are acting, but Harvard's trying to be a big shot. And all that happens is every 3 days we find another 100.
So that's him talking about Harvard trying to be a big shot. That is the oldest institution in America. Long after your nasty, disgusting, corrupt ass is gone, Harvard will still be around. Harvard is older than America, as you know it today. Harvard is older. It's the oldest institution in this country. So yeah, you can talk however you want. You can talk all kinds of crap about Harvard. Long after your ass, hopefully, find yourself in prison, long after you are gone, Harvard will still be around. Okay? So, and that's a lie. They're not winning anything. All of the cases that Harvard has brought against them, Harvard has won. He's probably hoping to get this to the Supreme Court, thinking this will work in his favor. Like, he's going to lose just like everything else. And it's a sad situation that these are the kind of people, morally bankrupt people, that are running America. These people who engage in threesomes and swap wives and do all kinds of things. I don't know if you guys remember, there was one former congressman. He was young. It was his first term. I think they quickly got that guy out of there. He's in a wheelchair. I remember one time when he did an interview and he was exposing the Republican Party and how they engage in sex parties and drug parties, and he was shocked, because that was not what he was expecting. Imagine if you're not in their inner circle, right? You're not in their inner circle and you only believe what they tell you. Democrats are this, Democrat eats babies and all this other stuff. Republicans are the party of family value. Republicans want to preserve your families and blah, 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 right? And you buy into the nonsense. You buy into the bullshit, right? And then you get a seat. You win your election and you become like a congressman or whatever. And then you start getting invited to all these parties and you show up and you see what's going on. And it goes against everything that you believe in. It goes against everything that you thought your party stood for. And so he spoke out, and guess what? Then he lost that seat, okay? He only had one term. After that. They didn't let him come back again after that. So the Republican Party is the opposite of what they preach, essentially. They want you to believe that this is a party of family values, whereas this is a party where they swipe wives, they do all kinds of things. It has even been reported that Agent Orange himself swapped wives. Like, he's always eyeing other people's wives, people in his circle, people in the political realm. He's always eyeing their wives. This is what he allegedly does. And he does it with his own wife as well. Like, he sees something, he sees a woman that he likes. He doesn't care if the woman is married. Like, he doesn't care. By his own admission, he does not care. We all listened to the Access Hollywood tapes where he admitted that he doesn't care. He doesn't care if the woman is married. He will still try to entice her. And this is what they do. And if you are a politician who wants to win a re-election or who wants the favor of the MAGA votes, you want the MAGA court by your side, you're going to have to do what Trump says. Otherwise, that's, and that's going to guarantee that you will always have the MAGA folks. Because he's the Lord of the MAGA right now. And people who want to tap into the MAGA court, as the election is coming, they will do what Trump wants them to do. Even if Trump tells them, I want to bed your wife for a night, I don't think they will have a problem doing that, because these people are so morally bankrupt. But yet they pretend. Look at everywhere you go. You hear stories about they doing X, Y, and Z. What about the other one, who's also an evangelical, Trump supporter, donated, rallied around Trump? Come to find out, he enjoyed watching other men have relations with his wife while he sat there and he watched. And these are the people who claim to belong in the family or in the party of family values. But this is what they do. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. It's like he's gone. He's in Mars right now. He's in Mars. Okay. There's this t-shirt that he wears where he says Occupy Mars. At this point, it looks like he's already occupying Mars at this point. Sick people, according to report, he walks around with suitcase with different types of drugs, over 20 different kind of drugs. Even the New York Times, they have evidence of the suitcase that he walks around with. The blackmail is now going to start. They're not going to do even more damage. Stephen Miller is not going to sit back and let this man take his wife, okay? Even though allegedly he co-signed to be in a frapper, yeah, that's where he draw the line. Like, the wife just leaving and going to be with Elon Musk, all in the name of working for Elon Musk. And Stephen Miller and Katie are supposed to be like the MAGA court's power couple, the Trump administration's power couple. And now Stephen Miller, before you know what's going on, you're going to see his wife pregnant, and there's going to be conversation. It's always interesting how the one thing that the Republican MAGA people fear the most is what keeps happening to them. The way they talk about being a cuckold, this and that, come to find out, this is who they are. I guess because they are so close to these things and they witness what it means to be a cuckold and all this. I guess that's the reason why they have real fear about it. Like, it is wild. This is crazy. But yeah, this is the person for a few months had access to all of your medical history, your information, your social security, everything about your life. Somebody like this, somebody that is literally flying in the sky. Like, you can see that he's Elon Musk in this moment. He's not even on planet Earth anymore. He's in Mars right now. And then the audacity for this man to actually lie, claiming that it was his son that punched him in the face. Like, his son only exists for him to use as a human shield. Yeah. That poor child, only 5-year-old. And then you have Trump sitting there and saying, oh, I believe it. I believe it. Oh, I believe it. because they have to try as much as possible to sell the nonsense. Good luck, America. Let me know what you guys think in the comment, like, and share. Catch you later. Bye.